All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally back with episode 10, a.k.a. episode 1 of season 2 of New York's Got Talent. And today we have a very, very special episode. We have a collaborative episode with my friends at Growing Up Italian. And I'll just get right into it. Today on the show, we have a repeat guest to the show, LucaTwoTimes, ladies and gentlemen.
LucaTwoTimes.
We have Sabino Curcio,
What's up, guys?
heir to the Panini throne. We have CharlieDaWolf in the building, a.k.a. oldest bad boy in Brooklyn.
How you doing?
That's it? That's all you got for me?
What do you got for you?
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
I haven't seen you all year.
A week ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen you this year. And that's the...
Ain't that a shame?
It is a shame.
Go by the panini shop and get a sandwich for nothing.
All right. We have Charlie the Wolf in the building. We have Ryan producing, as always. Thank you, Ryan. We have Rocco behind the camera. Hello, Rocco. And very special guest, not to say that you guys aren't special, but very special guest to the show today, Vinny Guadagnino.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's perfect?
Dude, you're hanging out with enough Italians.
I know,
You can pronounce the name.
Vinny Guadagnino.
Yep.
We have Vinny Guadagnino in the building.
Even though, like, Italians can't even pronounce my name.
Yeah. Well,
It's, like, mad complicated.
honestly, the only reason why I know it is because one of my favorite directors is Luca Guadagnino.
Guadagnino,
Are you related to
No,
him?
everyone asked that. I might be, because there's not really many out there, but I haven't heard it.
But I remember when he came out with his latest movie, Suspiria, I was like, damn, I need to learn this fool's name. So I Googled Guadagnino pronunciation on YouTube, and there's like a video with literally like 100,000 views of some woman pronouncing Guadagnino. So I guess that's thanks to you and Luca Guadagnino. But thank you guys for coming on the show. This is the first show in a very long time. For a minute there, I thought it wasn't going to continue, but you know what? We're back and we're stronger than ever.
It got sparked up out of nowhere.
But yeah, I thought that this would be a good episode to have with the Growing Up Italian crew, because we all are Italians in some form or fashion in this room. Is Charlie Italian? Or
yeah, but he doesn't really admit it.
He doesn't admit it.
You're Italian.
I'm not Italian.
No. What are you?
Italian American.
Right.
I was born here.
Oh, okay. Are we all true? Were you born here?
It's born here, yeah.
Okay, Vinny was born here. You were born here. So we were all born here. All right.
I'm first generation. I know Luca's first generation.
Right. So my mother is Italian, fully, and my father is Jewish, not Italian. So does that still make me first generation?
You're a pizza bagel.
I'm a pizza bagel.
Where was he born?
My mother was born in Jersey, but her parents were born in. Why do I always forget? You know the answer to this. Sicily.
Near Rome.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
So I guess
Sicily?
you don't remember. She said Sicily. Well, what's the spot that's at the end of the boot? Is that Sicily?
Calabria.
So and then kicking the boot is Sicily, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Calabria and Sicily are where my grandparents are from.
Okay. So you're not first generation. They would
I guess
have to be
not.
born there.
Second generation.
Mhm.
I'll take it. I am a pizza bagel though.
What else?
So I wanted. Well, actually, this is funny because the way this worked out was Sabino hit me up about a week ago, and out of nowhere he was like, "Yo, I saw that Vinny follows you on Instagram. You should show him Luca because naturally he thought that you would be a fan of Luca's." And I was like, "Okay, I'll hit him up." I forgot to hit you up. And then, like, 2 days later, I got a DM from you being like, yo, I like your page. And I was like, holy shit. Like, this is fate.
What's funny is how, like, I even thought of this was, you know Kirill, right?
Yep.
So he put that picture, like, it was an Italian affair restaurant, but the end of it was gone. So it was like when you lay down with an Italian girl and her hair on her legs grows.
Mm-hmm. And I
so
said...
so you commented...
I'm reporting this.
Yeah. So... I saw like who you were following, and I saw Nico, so I was like, "Wow, this is like literally a perfect opportunity for us." And what we're trying to do,
because like Jersey Shore is mad like mainstream and poppy and stuff. So I always kind of like, even it's like weird to say, but like feel embarrassed to like reach out to people and stuff. Like, especially like your page or whatever. Like you guys, like I really enjoy it, and it seems like really real and stuff.
Thank you.
So in the back of my head, I'm thinking like this person's gonna be like, oh, I don't want that fucking like dumbass shit. Like You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. The brand that you built is kind of like mysterious, so like where people don't feel like they want to just like hit you up.
You know,
but
it's awesome that you mentioned that.
Yeah, okay.
No, because like when we first started this podcast, the first episode on Growing Up Italian, we were saying like the last two big things that Italians were known for were like Sopranos and Jersey Shore. And like we're really not like that because we're first generation Italian, you know, and we're completely different than like what the Sopranos. Like, everybody automatically thinks like, you know, Sopranos, mobsters, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, Jersey Shore, first of all, 99% of them aren't. No one's Italian on the show, and they admit that too. You know, and like Charlie said, if they're Italian American, if anything, like Paulie or whatever. But even the most Italian one there is the, like you just said, the least caricature-ish, like an Italian person. So whenever the show said that they give Italians a bad name, they didn't know what they were talking about. I'm like, why don't you look at the show, see who the most Italian one is, and see what that person does for the show, which is me. And
the most like introverted one.
Yeah, like most like palest, you know, like no spiky hair, nothing like that. That's actually how I got on the show.
Right. No, well, when you hit me up, I was stoked because I was actually a huge fan of Jersey Shore when it came out. Like I remember.
Who wasn't?
Bro, I mean, everyone was. Like, I remember my first girlfriend got me into it, and we had, like, this... And I'm sure this goes the same for everybody, but we had, like, a joke that, like, I was Ronnie and she was Sammy. You know, like...
Because you guys are always
right? Everyone did that, right?
Yeah, everyone probably did that, yeah.
But I was, like... I was stoked on it. I watched the whole thing, and then, you know... so, no, I was hyped.
Yeah, but, like, you know, sure. Even when I go... I guess what I'm saying is, like, when you go to, like... Williamsburg, but like not your Williamsburg, like the cool one. Yeah. You know, they'll be like, oh, like, who are you? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone acts like a little standoffish. Right. So that's why I didn't know. So I was glad that you hit me back. You're like, oh, thanks, man. So I was like, yeah, you know. So
yeah, of course. And no, I see what you're doing with the keto diet. And you know that's something that we've been talking about with Luca for a little bit, right? You said that you wanted to get on a diet.
Yeah.
You know,
I say no. I like those cheeks too much.
I mean, look, Luca's eventually gonna grow out of it. Like he's gonna, you know, everyone's a little chubby when they're that age. But I
was like him too.
Yeah,
a little like not as chubby. I was like, how do I say this?
No. You know what's funny though, because we were both talking about going on a diet.
Yeah,
and then 2 weeks later, this company emailed me about him to like basically. Him to be like
the spokesperson of their
for this program.
Yeah, fuck that diet.
Well, it's crazy because I'm basically getting paid to like, you know, just go on a diet and get all the free food.
There you go.
So it's like, you know.
Oh, they were a
like,
diet company? I'm sorry.
Like,
I thought you meant like a food company.
Well, it's like
Nutella or something. Called them and then you're like, all right, fuck your diet.
No. It was like they want to give him a health coach. Like workouts every week, stuff like that.
Bro, all for free, and then I get paid.
Nice. I mean, that's fire, man. But if it doesn't work out, I feel like the keto diet is I feel like that's a diet that you would be able to do easily.
Wait, hold on. Let's back a little bit.
Yeah.
So, see, these two guys, people are, they're watching this too. Like, you hold your weight well, though. Like, you guys are cool, hefty guys.
It's all in the panzeria, though, you know?
No, but you got it, like, in your arms, in your face, you know? Like, when I get fat or whatever, it just literally sits in my lower belly, and it's like dad bod,
right?
And it's not cool,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So,
but being healthy is the way.
Yeah, it's also just about being healthy.
100%.
You know?
I am the keto Guido, and I am supporting a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
I'm just like saying, like, you guys like are cool big guys, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
and when you're not going to be cool anymore.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
there goes the clout.
You're saying that he'd have Jonah Hill
syndrome?
Get skinny and not be as funny?
Well, he got skinny, then they made him get fat for like the next 10 movies.
That's true.
Again. It's poor guys. Like, can I just be skinny?
But can you, Luca, do you know what the keto diet is?
Yeah. I saw it.
What is it?
It's like you can't have bread and cheese. Like, no carbs, basically.
Can't have bread, can't have pasta.
But cheese you can have.
Bro, but I don't know how you do it, man. Because, like,
cheese.
You're Italian, you know. Like, that's, like, our main thing. You know, Sunday dinner, that kills us.
Yeah.
I don't know how you
we
do
were
it.
raised to have an emotional attachment to food. You know what I'm saying? Like, pasta for us wasn't just food. It was an emotional thing that you get together with your family. You know, it's a bonding experience. And And it's great, and we love that. But unfortunately, the way Italians are raised, in my opinion, Americans here, because out there, I think you can eat like that and still be healthy.
No, we always have this conversation.
Yeah.
It's because of the natural ingredients, like the way
Yeah,
the sauce is
like
made.
in Italy, I could eat all that stuff, and bro, it's like you don't even gain it. It's like that's like in Italy, they have like a bigger lifespan, like a way bigger lifespan, bro. Because all
That's
their
why you
things
see
are
all
natural.
these 100-year-old
Yeah.
cute Italians.
They're not eating as much.
Mhm.
Not like animals. Over here, our
They-
plates are this big.
Right.
There's not a fast food restaurant every corner.
Mhm.
So they're eating more sporadically. You know what I mean?
Natural
So
stuff,
they like
organic.
eating like human beings, like, you know, and that's why. But here,
They eat a big lunch though too. Like they all
Yeah.
go home for lunch.
yep.
Eat that
But
big
dinner,
lunch.
they don't have anything, so it's same thing.
Yeah. But here, you're friggin'. When my mom was cooking pasta, that was eating healthy for me.
Right.
Because
true.
she was taking me to Burger King after school because I love fast food, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat healthy now. Let me have fried chicken cutlets, bread and butter, and pasta. You know, so you're coupling the two things on top of each other, and that's the worst way to be. You know,
Now, is this diet healthy, or is it just a quick way to lose weight?
that's a number $1 million question of the world right now. I literally I'm not a doctor or a
Right.
fucking nutritionist, but I can curse, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you
In
can curse,
front of the
man.
boy.
In front of
He's
the
fine.
boy.
He's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I research this stuff all day, and I have a philosophy about it. Like I'm a pretty good judge of human character, right? And I follow these doctors, the smartest people in the world, like PhDs, nutritionists, not biased, okay? Because vegans could be biased. People that don't have a dog in the race, who have proven that everything that we've learned so far about eating fat and cholesterol is wrong. And you can see it because I read books about it. So we're not gonna get into the science of
Yeah,
it,
of
but once you get over that hump of whether you think fat is healthy or not, that changes everything. You know what I mean? You flip the food pyramid upside down, and another expert every day comes up. But we also live in the social media age where, with all the vegans and everything,
Yes,
where every
exactly.
day there's a new article that says eating a piece of bacon will kill you 10 times faster than a fucking nuclear missile.
then-
You know what I mean?
But then a piece of romaine could kill you too.
That's true.
Piece of romaine kill you, but that shit is all, it's the whole long science behind why we got to it, but it's all big money. The biggest thing I can say, and again, I'm not getting sciencey about it, but they made all these changes to our diet. They said that you can't eat any more red meat, you can't eat any more steak, can't eat any more bacon, can't eat anything, any more saturated fat. And we've been doing that for the last. Instead, eat pasta, eat grains, eat bread. We've been doing that for the last over 50 years. Heart attacks and heart disease is still the number one cause of disease, of death. Diabetes is still one of the number one causes of death. So if you guys did all this shit and told everyone not to eat meat, and you know what I mean, why did everyone get sicker?
Right.
So to answer your question of is this an unhealthy diet, I think not, and I think what we do now is an unhealthy diet.
Right.
But everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying eat 10 pounds of bacon every day, every day. Eat like a human being, just natural, meat and vegetables.
Right. So what are some healthy fats?
So healthy fats are
Avocado.
anything that's natural.
Natural,
So
okay.
natural would come from plants or animals.
Got it.
Okay, which animals are the big scary one.
Right.
But meanwhile, a coconut saturated fat is the same thing as a steak saturated fat. So why would you demonize the steak one? And
Right.
they're both saturated fat, but people just want to pick it because it's one's an animal. You know what I mean? So yeah, avocado, butter, fat on animals. If you're gonna eat chicken, you're gonna eat the skin on the chicken, not just leave.
You hear
that.
this, Luca? This is sounding pretty good,
amazing.
right? My
Crazy.
mouth is watering.
Ribeye.
He knows everything.
I know.
Ribeye steaks, ribs,
Yeah, man.
And you can do it anywhere in any restaurant. You just have to kind of finagle your way
Taste it.
around everything. Everything has sauce on it. Everything,
Say no this, no
Yeah.
you're a
that.
panini place. You'd be like, yo, can I get a lettuce? You feel like an idiot. Yo, can I get a fucking lettuce? But not now.
No, but
now,
we actually offer
now
instead
you
of
just say
getting
the Nico.
No,
the
but
special.
special.
Another thing is we upcharge you if you want to do this, but you could get a sandwich in a bowl.
Yeah.
So let's say the Italian
So
combination.
less ingredients, more money.
No, it's,
Just because you're
Yo, his dad is
you're
sick in the
annoying
head.
me. You're annoying me.
it's more
No,
meat
but
in
it's
the
true.
bowl, actually.
You know what? That's good, and I'd rather pay for that because when you go to like other companies, for example, and you say, you know, I don't want the bottom, I want the pasta, I don't want the rice or whatever. You end up getting half the food, and
Yeah,
they charge
exactly.
you more. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So
So we'll
Yeah.
put the bed of arugula, all the cold cuts on top, the mozzarella, the peppers on top.
but doesn't that show you though how every company has been getting away with feeding people? Because when you start to go keto, then you have to take away the rice or the pasta or whatever. Like if you get like
That's the cheapest part.
if you get like a poke bowl or whatever it is, bro, 90% of that thing is rice.
Right.
And then you fill someone up, they're like, oh, I had a lot of food. No,
Yeah,
you didn't.
yeah.
You had a bunch of empty calories
Right.
and then a couple pieces of meat on top, you
Right.
know?
Charlie, what's your opinion on all this stuff right
I
here?
have no idea.
What does
No
Charlie
idea.
eat?
Yeah, what do you eat? Liverwurst and fucking
Liver's
bird
good.
seed?
Liver's good.
Listen to me. I'm 72 years old.
Yeah, you can
I
eat
I
whatever the
wanna
fuck you
eat,
want.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it.
But
He eats a
Doesn't
roll
that
with-
give you more reason to eat healthy so you can stay with us for longer?
I eat my steak. I eat my pork chops. I eat my veal.
Great, that's
cutlets, I eat
that's
my
keto.
lamb.
That's why he's living. That's
He
why he's
has
living.
he has a roll with cream cheese and jelly every morning.
Maybe
Every
not that.
morning.
There you go.
What's
You
the
know.
difference? And my cough.
Well,
Yeah.
No
look,
big deal. I'm
Charlie,
still around.
we-
I'm going to be
we
here
wanna-
another 15 years.
we want to see you here for another 40 years, 50
Now,
years.
40 years. I just want to see my grandson have his Maserati. That's it.
That might take 50 years,
I'll
though.
borrow
Yeah,
you
about
too.
20.
Don't worry.
Ooh,
About 20
all
years.
right, all right.
So I mean, it's difficult to like what Luca was saying, like to be Italian and to do it. I'm actually writing a cookbook right now
Oh, shit.
for it.
Yo.
But
No,
you
I
know,
need to get that.
it is like a lifestyle change, but there are some like banging dishes
Yeah.
that you can make, and once you start to make them, like you will never not feel satisfied. It's just annoying,
Right.
you know, getting a slice of pizza is on every corner,
Right.
and
It's easy.
you know, yeah, you know, so like not everyone's gonna make you like keto pizza. You
Right.
know, I wish that was on every corner,
Right.
but if it
Wait.
was,
So
it would
I
taste
remember
good.
this one time I was watching Jersey Shore and I saw you were like only picking the cheese out of the
Yeah.
pizza.
Mm-hmm. Not
That was
really.
great.
That's kind of like what blew this whole thing up. That scene right there.
Really? What was the scene for people who don't know?
I was just really drunk. It was like one of the first episodes. Actually, the first episode of our like
season 2.
10-year comeback.
oh
or
yeah, that's
whatever.
right. That's right. I remember this.
So that was kind of
episode.
like everyone getting to see who people were today,
Mhm.
and I was like the guy picking literally a whole pie. It was like pie was like this big. What we were talking about before, how that's most of the meal is the
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want the bread. I'm hungry. First of all, you shouldn't eat cheese and pepperoni off of a pizza. But in a pinch,
Right.
when I didn't want the bread, I was just like, I literally left an entire pie of just dough, and I just ate all the cheese and pepperoni off of it.
It was great.
So, but yeah, no, you can use those food. You know, no other diet. You're eating cheese. You're eating fat. You
Right.
know what I mean?
So wait, Vin, are you meal prepping or?
No, I don't meal prep because there's no need to. I like my food fresh. I like to cook.
Me too. That's the hardest thing about.
Yeah, but
dining.
but this isn't my favorite part about eating like this is like it's not some program that you're on, or it's like my things are in containers, or I can only have this many calories. You're eating like a human. I wake up, I have eggs and bacon, I go to the gym, I chill, I have a coffee a couple hours later. Next thing you know, it's like dinner time. I'm cooking a steak and vegetables, and my body's just running the way it's supposed to run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not like, all right, I can have my 100-calorie bar now, and then my meal prepped, you know, grilled chicken and vegetables, and then this and that. Like, that
Yeah.
shit is stupid to me. That's not how humans were
Because they
evolved.
just try so hard. It's like, you know, you could do one just being normal.
What do you think, Luca? You think you could give the keto diet a try?
I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I'll give anything
Well,
a try.
I'll get him the cookbook,
Yeah.
and then you know, we got to make those. I'm telling you, if you have the dishes in front of you, you're like, yo, this is great.
His dad's a pastry chef, though, a really good pastry chef.
You can make
so that might
keto.
be-
You could. Oh my god, I wish.
That cookies you just posted look sick. What
Bro,
was
you
it?
can make a keto so they have like a sweetener that's not sugar, right?
Okay.
I still don't really promote that 100% because I don't know, I think that like, kind of like fucks up your insides a little bit. But basically you can sub out sugar for that and then make any dessert, like cheesecake. I made chocolate chip cookies, ice cream. And it's like it's for people like if people have diabetes, supposedly these sugars have like a 0 glycemic index. So like, you know, they're not absorbed by your blood. So like, you know, if someone had diabetes and they took their blood sugar right after they ate one of these cookies, supposedly it doesn't jump. Science still weird about that, but I'll do it like as a snack once in a while. You know what I mean? I'm not eating that shit all day anyway. You know, so but yeah,
Just when you want that little sweet tooth.
yeah, no, this product. Oh my god, there's like products now. Like I have this shit called like keto brownie. I pop one of those when like I want something. I'm totally fine.
What isn't there some kind of fruit you can't eat as well?
All fruit.
No fruit at all. That's the hard would be like very hard because I love watermelon. And
that's all sugar.
Why not fruit though? Like
So
sugar?
fruit I think is healthy. I'm not right. I'm not saying it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It does have sugar in it, like a lot of sugar. So, you know, common sense is that if there was a couple pieces of watermelon on the table and we had it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're trying to eliminate like 95% of sugar from your life. So like, again, if you just have it like a little bit, 5% of the time, it's fine. It's not gonna. No one, you know. I mean, I hate people like I can't have this, I can't have that. Like, no, have a bite if you want to, but you know, you can't be eating a bowl of grapes all day and expect to lose weight. It's just not gonna happen. It's sugar, unfortunately. You know.
A lot of people probably think that too. Like, you know, let me eat a bunch of fruit because that's healthy.
Yeah. Well, it's, again.
Well, yeah, it's like healthy, but it's not something that you know can just have all day.
I think that, you know, bread, pasta, fruit, however you break it down, once it's turned into sugar in your body. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to have, it releases insulin. Insulin is like the number one thing that causes people to get fat and all your energy levels to get all messed up. Our bodies weren't made to, you know, keep pumping out insulin the way we do. That's why everyone's diabetic. You know what diabetes means? When your body doesn't know how to produce insulin anymore because it's so you're giving it all, you know what I mean? So that's the way I view this stuff.
All right, so Luca, if you were to start this diet tomorrow, what would you eat for breakfast?
Oatmeal?
See?
Completely.
No. Try again.
Eggs and bacon?
There you go.
There you go.
Eggs and bacon.
Ding, ding, ding.
But what can't you have on that bacon?
What would you have on the bacon?
Well, I put maple syrup on my bacon. I guess that's
Oh, you're
normal.
fucking
Even on
psycho.
a bacon and egg?
You
You have that candied bacon? That's what it's called.
Oof, yeah.
I would have egg whites. I would
There you
definitely
go.
have egg whites.
That's even...
I like egg whites.
Egg whites
Actually-
aren't really keto.
Yeah, because then you're not getting that
Fat.
healthy fat.
You're just getting protein, which is like eating air.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, what would you have for lunch?
Gotta go to the panini shop.
Shout out to the
Here,
panini
I'll
shop.
get the NewYorkNico salad.
I don't think the NewYorkNico lettuce wrap is completely keto though, because we have crispy
Crispy
onions. in
onions. Like
That's
on the
fine.
salad?
It's fine.
That's fine.
Well,
Really?
what's crispy?
Crispy.
Is it battered?
It's
Yeah.
from, yeah.
No.
there. Yeah. But
So
we can just
we
get
could do
rid of
raw
that.
onions.
Yeah,
That's it.
raw onions.
And then it's got cheese, it's got avocado, it's got
Chipotle
chicken.
mayo.
You
Oh.
can't have chipotle mayo.
No, you probably.
Okay.
Well, you could, but
Yeah.
That's
the
ketchup.
one you use is probably has like high fructose
Yeah,
corn
yeah.
syrup
Well,
in it and shit.
it's Hellman's mixed with a chipotle pepper, so.
Yeah, Hellman's
that's
is
not
like,
good. That's not
But we're
good.
getting there though. If it's just like a little squirt, I'm okay with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So when
Skirt,
you...
skirt.
Then dinner I'll have like nice, you know, steak and vegetables, and I'll be good for the day.
There you
Yeah.
go. You feel like you could be content with that as your menu?
But
Yeah.
no, but he loves food. I love food too. We grew up Italian.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. So you have to tell yourself like, I'm doing this. At some point, there is willpower
Right.
involved, and you know what I mean. No one's admitting here that like it's the easiest thing in the world to do.
Right.
You know, at some point, that's why it's good to give yourself a cheat day because you're like, you know what? I don't have to have this right now. I'm gonna have it in a few days.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you save that meal for when you really want to do it. If there's a family party, if there's
Right.
you know, an event or something like that. Like I'll have it. Like last night, I was at dinner. And they're all trying to shove cheesecake in my face. They're like, "This is the best cheesecake in the world." I'm like, "I don't want a bite of your cheesecake."
Right.
In a couple days, when I have my day, my cheat day, I'm gonna fucking go in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a giant epic meal, and I
Yeah.
don't need to eat your cheesecake right now. You
Do
know
you
what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
My
shit
thing is,
after your
though-
cheat day though?
Do you like cheesecake, though, or?
I'm not a huge cheesecake
That-
fan.
I feel like when you have a
I like
cheat
tiramisu.
day.
Yeah,
No, when
tiramisu.
you have like a cheat day with all the fatty foods, and I feel like you get back, like you're used to like having those foods again. That's why,
What'd you say?
like,
He's saying cheat days turn into like cheat weeks.
yeah, like, you know,
Well, for me, not really, because if you do something consistently in life, consistency is key to everything. And if you do something consistently, you're not gonna wanna keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do it, and then you're like, oh, I feel like shit now, and you're gonna like, it actually motivates me to go back onto my diet. Like during these holidays, like Christmas, like I had 2 days of just like my family making all the crazy shit. And then I was like, oh, I can't wait just to have like meat and vegetables, like just cleanse myself of this fucking garbage. You know what the worst things for you are? Like because there's different kind of fats, right? You asked what healthy fats are. Unhealthy fats, even worse than sugar, are trans fats. So those are, once they told us not to eat animals and saturated fat and stuff, they said, here, eat this stuff called corn oil and canola oil and vegetable oil, right? Which is in everything. So they like made some weird chemical oil that we all eat our shit in and fry our stuff in. Like what your mom fries like chicken cutlets in is like canola oil or whatever.
Exactly. That's exactly the first thing I think of.
Oh, my mom
That
too.
big
The big yellow one. It's so bad
You know
for you.
what?
I think that's what causes heart attacks.
You know what's really bad for you? Corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup.
Exactly.
That's what causes your brain to like not know when to stop eating, bro.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How do you know
right.
that?
He's right.
Where'd you learn that?
I saw like a doctor. She was talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, actually a hormone is released when you have sugar.
Yeah.
It's called leptin. Leptin or ghrelin. I always get them confused. And one of them, literally, when you eat sugar and pasta, it tells you that you're not full, that you need to keep eating.
Yeah.
And when you eat steak, it tells you that you're full. So that's why you can eat 10 dishes of pasta or like, a whole pie. But then if someone put a fillet in front of you, you'd be like, I'm good.
Right,
You know what I mean?
So your cheat day doesn't like fuck you up? It doesn't make you feel like shit after you're done?
I have.
Yeah.
I've really felt like one time I ended up in urgent care actually.
Wow.
Because I went crazy. Like I had like I went to this guy's restaurant and he was like trying to like put on a show. Yeah. So he sent me out like 20 dishes. And at the end he was sending me out like funfetti cakes that were like this big. This big, I swear to God. So I'm eating them. It's like being a fat mess. And that was early in the day. And then late at night, I got hungry again because, of course, insulin drops and then spikes or whatever. So I'm like, I'm going to Uber eat some McDonald's just for the, just to top this off,
McDonald's though? No.
Dude, I ended up, the next day, my stomach was like extended. Like there was something stuck inside of it. And like he had to give me like this like laxative and shit to like break it up. It was
crazy.
Bad. So yeah, to answer your question, if I go overboard, but there's something also called being metabolically flexible, which... Again, keto or whatever is not a death sentence. It's just, for the most part, eating like that. But then throw in carbs every once in a while. Throw in potatoes, and your body will adjust. It knows how to, like, go back and forth to them.
I have a question, though, because they say, like, red meat takes, like, 3 weeks to digest. So how often are you eating steak?
I say every fucking day.
Yeah. I love to eat steak, but everybody always says like how bad it is.
Every day. It doesn't. A vegan will say it takes 10 years to digest. I don't know. Maybe it does. Who fucking knows? But our insides are designed to eat meat. A cow, and those eat a ton of vegetables. That's why they have like 4 stomachs for the vegetables to like ferment inside of them. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it's fine.
I actually heard like a thing where like our human bodies were created to eat like plants and like vegetables, which is pretty crazy because like our canine right here, it's not sharp enough to eat raw meat. But then the Mesopotamia people found out how to create a fire, and then that's how
to cook it.
So
Luca's dropping bars right now.
Yeah.
So now we're designed to.
He's killing you guys. No, you're right. You're right. It's all about evolution. And how are you going to tell me that we weren't, we didn't eat meat? Like we literally, it's a fact. It's not. This is not a fucking.
Do you ever get at it with vegans?
They don't really. They leave me alone, kind of. Yeah. And I don't really like,
because the ones in Manhattan are crazy. Like they'll go to like Paragon and Canada Goose.
Exactly.
Like,
I was gonna say, don't go to Canada Goose.
You saw that? I don't know. This is way back. It's probably before you started following me. But I got one of the best videos I ever got was it was a snowstorm. It was a crazy blizzard, and there were these vegan activists picketing outside of Canada Goose. And there was this one, like the leader of the vegan activists started screaming at this woman who was wearing a fur coat. And, I think fur is kind of whack, but that's neither here nor there. I wouldn't side with this guy. He starts screaming at the woman, being like, "You fucking bitch! Like, take your fucking jacket off! Like, you know, like a poor animal died for that or whatever." And then the girl like starts screaming back at him, and then they go back and forth. But then this other dude, like this massive dude, starts siding with the girl and starts going off at the vegan, and like a huge fight broke out. It was so cinematic because it was like pouring snow. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I like literally go on YouTube just to watch videos like that.
Yeah,
so sometimes people comment on the panini shop photos, like if it's a meat sandwich, they'll say stuff like plant-based is the way to be, and stuff like that.
So, all right, so like it's weird. Like I love animals, and I respect anyone that makes a kind of choice, whatever they want to do with their life, right? I also think that everyone's body is different,
right?
He might not, like, keto might not work for his genes,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I think generally it does in a way, but some foods might not agree. That's why people are allergic to certain things. So if people want to eat in a certain way, that's great. If people want to make a moral judgment not to eat meat, I totally support that. When they say it's for health, that's when I start to go, you're crazy.
Right.
But what the ironic part about all this is that as I'm getting older, and as I'm eating more meat, I've never been more conscious morally of the food that I'm eating. When I grew up, I'm cheeseburgers, this and that.
Yeah.
Now, like, that I eat so much of it, I like take on this like weird responsibility where like I'm like more in touch with on my plate. I come from a family of hunters too, so they always hunted for their food, and I like judged them for it. And now I'm like, wow, I had that backwards. You know what I mean? Like they deserve. I want to get into hunting now. Because
I was just gonna ask if you ever been hunting.
I mean, I literally grew up in it, but I just never actually fired.
Like you never went out.
I like bird. I like bird hunted. Yeah, I like bird hunted. You know what I'm saying? I never killed anything. Yeah, well,
my uncle is actually a really big hunter.
His uncle, his brother, Anthony, but he literally has the best setup because he just could shoot from his porch because he has so much land.
Yeah, I think that I mean, I don't know, like. Either way, like if you're getting it yourself, I think that's a step in the right direction. Then it's like, what
Have you ever had? Sorry for interrupting it. But have you ever had deer meat?
Yeah, venison. Venison's really good. It's really lean though, so like I like fattier pieces of meat.
His uncle makes these deer empanadas. That's insane.
Yeah, like venison
empanadas. Oof. Right? Have you ever had it?
I have a keto empanada dough, so you got to mix that together with the thing.
What's the dough made out of?
It's made out of almond flour, cheese. It's very high fat, there's but anyway, so now like I never want to waste like a bite of food on my plate and stuff. So in a weird way, like vegans and people that care about the environment and people that just eat healthy in general have a lot more in common than it seems. You know what I'm saying? I think hunters and vegan, like no one cares about land and conservation and land more than hunters. Right. If it wasn't for hunters, a lot of these parks and shit wouldn't exist.
You'll never see a hunter pollute or anything.
Exactly.
Like that.
No, but they pay those tags and shit. That's keeping the take away all hunting, the land's gonna go to shit. You know what I'm saying? So, So my point is like this made me like respect it, and I want to continue. That's why I get my meat for like delivered to me like from like humanely raised farms and shit. So,
a lot of people are against hunting too. Yeah. They say like, why are you gonna kill a deer to stuff his head?
Mind-boggling thing to me. Why people would be against hunting and then go eat meat.
Yeah, like that's where we get our meat from. Well, farms too, obviously, but.
Well, no, someone's going out of the way, making it challenging for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sitting there for hours, 99% of the time, you're not getting anything.
99% of the time, you don't see anything.
Yeah, and then you finally do, and you have meat for like a long time. And I want to do it too, but like it's gonna be weird, because I have a conscience. I always grew up as like a good kid. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not gonna. Some of my cousins will fucking blow something's head off and not care, have a feeling.
They actually get hype over it.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, like I'll probably cry honestly.
Yeah.
But someone made a good point. They were like. This like hunter I was listening to.
Yeah, shout out to my cousin Mario because that's all.
He just don't give a fuck.
He's he hasn't killed anything yet, but all he does is talk about it. I'm gonna blow its head off.
Yeah, I hate that shit, bro. Yeah. But no, like someone made a good point. Like this girl, she was hunting and she was like, I killed it, I felt bad. But then when we were slaughtering it, and it started to turn it into steaks. She's like, all the guilt went away because like that we're familiar with. You're like, oh shit, this is food. There's something in us, I think, that it's in our DNA just to be like hunt and gather. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now we're just sit on fucking couches all day on our phones and VR and shit.
There was this one time where like in Italy this year, my like these like relatives bring like a lamb and they chopped it right in front of me, bro. It was disgusting. Like the eye
they
came
killed
out.
It?
Yeah.
It was alive?
Yeah, it was alive. Then they killed it. Then they took off the skin. They chopped it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What I was
mean,
gonna say
it sucks.
was,
it fucking sucks.
I think I got a picture.
Where we come from in Italy, everybody has their own animals, and like every family has 3 pigs, and they kill the pig. Yeah. And then they make sausage, prosciutto, sopressata, you know? And they say if you feel bad when you kill the animal, it's not going to taste good, the meat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah, my meat would taste like shit then.
Because I was like, when I was young,
I think that's a myth to get you over it so that you kill it. Because other than that, no one would be killing anything. Also, it depends on how you do it, too. Like, I'm sure that there's some, again, animals out there that just club the pig over its head. Like, I think...
Exactly, and then, like,
I think
people
I think out here, like, any... Because vegans like to they throw up like these like videos of like some guy hanging a fucking turkey upside down and torturing it. Yeah. Like, I don't think McDonald's is using that guy's home farm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is so regulated now. Right. I watch like documentaries on it, and it's sad, but like, like they gas them first. They like go to sleep. Yeah. Then you know what I'm saying? So they don't feel it, or they do like the stun thing. Like I don't know. It's fun. Plus in the wild too. Animals, it's brutal for them. Right. Getting shot or hit by an arrow, it's like a good death. Right. Because they're getting fucking like...
Not bullets, though, but...
Well, if it dies quickly...
Well, it's better than getting eaten by an animal.
Because like...
Eaten alive by a fuck... Bro, all you gotta do is look at those nature Instagram pages, bro.
Listen, man.
Nothing fucks me up more than that
shit. Where we come from, they won't want to waste a bullet, man. They're crazy. They're like, no, we're not wasting the bullet.
You know what they do in Italy? They hang pigs. It's like
to get the blood out, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I want to ask? Yeah. Did you ever see like these documentaries where the chicken coops? I think it's called What the Health.
Yeah. What the Health?
But like, that almost made me not eat chicken anymore.
Yeah. So those again, I'm not speaking as like a scientist, but I like literally research this shit all day because I'm like on the other side. Those documentaries are. First of all, you got to see whenever any comes with me with like a study or this or that, I'm like, oh, who made it? Right. 100% of the time, not even 99%, it's a vegan. Right. Okay. Right. So I'm like, all right, that person already has an agenda. Bias, yeah. And then like there are studies out there that will say like bacon or eating an egg is worse than smoking a cigarette. Literally, there's like a study. It's a whack bullshit study. You know what I mean? But they'll take it and then they'll put it in the documentary. Right. Then all of a sudden they have, that documentary lost me in the beginning when they're like, sugar doesn't cause diabetes. And it's literally like showing like devil dogs and fucking like crumb cakes. And they're like, this doesn't cause it. You're fine. Eating an egg will cause diabetes. And I'm like, yo, you guys are fucking wild. Like,
bro, vegans do anything to like get people on their side, man.
I don't know.
He's not
man.
wrong.
Like I said, like listen, like I like eating vegetables. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think the vegan diet's awesome. Yeah. Just add in some meat so you get some like B12 and fatty, like shit like that, like iron,
Right. Well, I want to take the discussion off food.
Yeah, it's like a fucking food.
It's making me hungry.
Science show.
It's making me hungry.
This is gonna be the part. This is gonna be the part two part of this.
This is why when I do my podcast, I'm making a separate Keto Guido show. Yeah. Because if people don't want to listen to this shit,
course.
You know what I mean?
No, it's interesting though.
No, it's real.
Especially as I get older, like I'm trying to figure out like what the right diet is for me.
Honestly, the Keto Guido would honestly be awesome because like I know so many people that want to do this keto diet, but they don't know where to start.
I'm like a good entry point for people. That's all I want to be. I'm not like the authority on it.
It's good that you're not an authority because then people can like relate to you better and
and then go follow the authority and then do your own research for it.
But anyway, you did mention that you were chubby when you were a kid. Were you bullied ever? Teased?
Yeah, my whole life.
Because I saw that you're kind of an activist against bullying. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and say like every day was like a nightmare for me, and I used to cry in in the corner. But I was never. I was always like a nerdy kid and stuff, and I never was like the cool kid. High school was really weird for me because I started hitting puberty and getting like mad weird looking acne, braces, like. Girl,
you got that to look forward to, Luca.
Yeah, right now you're all cute.
Oh man, when Luca gets acne and braces, it's a wrap for you for a minute.
I had and the worst too was like girls used to bully me.
Oof.
It's one, yeah, bro. This
That's the worst,
one girl, she sat like one time we were in the cafeteria and she's like, "Why did she?" I don't know what she was doing. She's like, "Why does your face look like that? Why does your nose look like that?" You know, and I'm just like. Damn, like that hurt me.
Yeah, man.
If a kid does it, a guy, you're like, oh, fuck you, fucking asshole. But like, this was like a hot girl.
Yeah.
And, so.
Do you remember her name?
Nicole's fucking something.
You should look her up.
She had a kid.
Look her up.
She got pregnant like a day later. Yeah, she's a fucking.
How's her payback?
Yeah, exactly.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, no, life's going great for her right now.
Charlie, what do you think about this, man?
I have no comment.
Charlie's a bully. He's a 72-year-old bully.
Yeah, Charlie bullies me. Charlie, you bully me, right?
Nice. Don't get me started because then you have a lot of problems.
Okay. Because Luca, I don't know if you ever saw the video that I posted of Luca talking about his bullies and his haters.
I think so.
And it was, honestly, it's one of the best videos on my page, I think.
As Rake It Up is playing.
As Rake It Up is playing in the background. He's basically, what'd you say, Luca, when I asked you what you think when people tease you about your weight?
I don't care. Like, they don't control my life, like.
They don't pay your bills? Yeah, you can curse.
Like, they don't wipe my ass. They don't pay my bills.
There you go.
Like, they're really nothing in my life.
Right.
Hey, if you're my friend, you're my friend,
Right. But you don't let it get the worst of you.
Everybody has their own life, and everybody has their own shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think someone teasing you should really care. They don't know your life. They don't know what you do. So
there you go. That's
why I feel like,
Well, also, thank you. So that was me back then. But now in the spotlight that we're in now, that I feel like I like sharing experiences about bullying because I'm getting it worse than ever. When you're in you have millions of people
of course.
always fucking with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like.
And everybody tries to be the top comment.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Everyone tries to I don't have it that bad, you know what I mean? But
yeah, because you're definitely like the tamest of the bunch,
right? Like I'm not like a threat. Even though lately I've been anointed. I think everyone because I don't smile in my pictures, so they all think I'm like the biggest douchebag in the world, and like I am like a douche, but I'm like a self-aware douchebag to my castmates. I'm like everyone's annoying little brother, you know what I mean? So. I don't know, like the fans are getting mad now. They're like, I used to like you so much more.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, what, now because I wear fucking Yeezys? I'm a fucking douchebag, But people, anyway, my point is like, we get it all day, and I would, for myself personally and like most people, I don't think it's smart to like try to go around like deflecting all the bullying. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never deleted a comment.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
And I know people that literally anytime.
Salutes to you because... I know I
never deleted a comment. I know people that literally go on their thing and they will delete every hate comment. I'm like, I'm not going to like incubate myself and try to like, make everything like nice and safe spacey. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hate comments motivate you, bro.
I'm like, there you go, bro.
Bars.
Bring it.
Bars.
Luca's dropping
bars. Say that a little louder.
The hate comments motivate you?
Oof.
Yeah.
You hear that, Charlie? No.
I just laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, all right.
Charlie, do the hate comments motivate you?
Listen, it's past my bedtime.
Charlie's over.
What's like the worst thing that you've read about yourself on the internet?
That I read about myself. Nothing. I don't know, man. You're not really. For me, it's been okay. I'm like knocking on wood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Luca? What's the worst thing that someone said about you?
I mean, they hate on every single picture. They'll find a fucking reason.
They'll find the thing. Yeah.
Some girl, I posted that Chipotle thing. Some girl literally, and I respond too. I'm awesome.
Oh no, you respond.
Some of them
clap back.
I clap back when I have like a good one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like life ending. I won't just be like, you're mean. I'll be like, yo, like, you know.
Yeah, not like the.
You'll make fun of her dog and her.
Yeah. No. Like I'll be like some guy was like, he said some shit because I said I was a political science major. He's like, political science is for the people that don't know what to pick in college. You know what I mean? Then you go to his page and it says like Jesus first, God, lover, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
And then like I'll just like call him out. I'll be like, yo, Jesus would be really proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Got him.
you're a great
Yeah.
Christian.
great.
But like, you know, shit like that. Some girl on the Chipotle one, she goes, you look so unhealthy and exhausted. You need nutrients in your
Right.
life. I'm like, first of all, you're saying I look unhealthy off of a 10-second
Yeah.
video that I did. And also you're saying that meat and vegetables don't have nutrients in them. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard before.
Right.
But yeah, on every post I do, there'll be a hater.
Have you ever had to clap back, Luca?
Yo, I was gonna.
Bunch of times.
I have
Yeah?
a good one. Remember that time? Some guys like, dude, you should really like. These food reviews aren't like cool. You're eating too much. You're like, your girl loves my food reviews.
Yeah. There you go.
Wait, you said that?
Yeah,
Did you say that, or did Sabino say that?
I said that.
For real? Yo, good for you, man. You know,
Well, what's the
Bro, once in a while you have to respond. You have
Yeah,
to
of
play.
is
course.
that the biggest thing people would say on
Yeah.
your page? Is just like you're
Yeah, bro,
eating
they have
too much?
Yeah, they have nothing to pick on me for.
Yeah.
the thing. Well,
Well,
actually,
as you get successful, though, you're getting more haters.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, the number of haters you have is a determination of how
Yeah.
successful you're
Like,
getting.
I remember when I first started getting followers, like 1K, had no haters.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, Luca, keep up the good videos. Good job, Luca.
Mhm. Like yes men.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
now,
and then now it's like, you know, stop doing it.
Wasn't there? Oh shit! Didn't somebody say something the other day?
What?
Fuck. Sabino, didn't someone say something on Luca's page the other day?
Yeah.
What was it?
Sounds like you're not gonna make it
No,
next
no,
10
no.
years. That one.
Shit, what was it? Oh, it was good, and you had a good
They're
response
also, like,
to
you
it.
gotta understand, they're like 10-year-olds in front of their computer.
Sometimes
you know
they're
what I mean?
older guys
Bro,
too,
there's
like 40.
No,
Well, they're 40 going on 10 in front of their
50-year-old
computer.
And they're saying this about an
One
11-year-old.
time
Yeah.
it was like this Italian American guy. He had like Juventus in his bio. I'm like, wow, I can't believe.
They're straight up jealous of an 11-year-old.
It's not even that. There's no repercussions
Just have no life.
with commenting on someone's
That's
page.
what it is. Yeah.
You wouldn't do it in front of me.
course
And it's
not.
mostly
You know what I'm saying?
private pages too.
Right,
You
yeah.
notice that?
It's like some fucking
Yeah,
idiot,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I laugh at it all, you know? So I think people should take the same approach and be secure with yourself. If
Right.
you're secure with yourself, nothing else matters. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Sure.
You know, I don't like when people fight on my page, you know, like in the comments.
Oh, no?
I don't
I
like
like
that.
that. I like that. Sometimes like I trigger
No,
shit. I'm like,
'cause
I
I like to make my channel positive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember. So someone
I'm a
commented
douchebag,
on
so.
my page when Charlie and Luca got into an argument.
Yeah,
Someone
that
was like, "Yo, like Luca, you're letting the fame get to your head. You know, like
I love
you
it.
gotta be nicer to people. Blah blah blah." And I was just like, "Yo, Luca's actually like one of the most well-mannered 11-year-olds I know.
God,
it's just
bro.
the way
We're
that
from
they
Brooklyn,
like
so we
talk."
break each other's balls.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro.
we'll
We
say,
have-
like,
we
yo,
have a-
your pants are too tight. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
especially Charlie, bro. I keep it to myself. I'm just like,
Yeah, you're so full
blip,
of
blip, blip,
shit.
blip. No, look, look,
You're
look.
so full of shit.
No, look, Vinny, ready?
You keep
Like
it to
this,
yourself.
You know, I'm just like, hey, what's up, Charlie? Talk to my ear. He's munching on my ear. Blip, 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 blip,
Yeah.
blip. Then I mean, come on, I have to respond.
You gotta respond. You can't.
What do
can't-
you have to respond to?
You.
he's a heckler.
Charlie's a map, man.
Nah,
I'm
keep
a
on
map.
looking at
Yo,
me.
teach Vinny what
Go-
map
go.
means.
Oh yeah, yo, this is history right here. Oh, this is history that. Go ahead, Luca.
What?
Tell Vinny what a map is.
Mad annoying person.
Oh, I like
It's
So
that.
like when I see somebody in the street and they're like, hey,
Vinny,
I know maps.
you gotta use it. You gotta use this on Jersey
Use it on the
Shore,
show?
man. We're gonna make this. Our goal is to make this global.
I can
map.
I can bring it. I can make it big, bro.
It really,
Man.
yo, I use it all the time now.
Yeah, because
Because like
there's
you
a lot of
insult
maps
someone
out
without
there.
knowing what it is.
Yeah.
You're a map.
But it's
Yeah.
not always a bad thing. Like I
Sometimes you use
fuck
it
with
to-
some maps, you know.
It's so, like-
I consider all of you guys maps.
definitely,
Definitely.
map, OD map, overdue map.
I'm not a map.
No, I wasn't referring to you.
No, but not even in like a, like I'm trying to save my image. Like
Yeah.
I'm not, and
No,
like,
no.
and that's why I think people shouldn't be, because it's like, can't you be fucking be normal?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Map can be an endearing term as well.
Yeah.
I
Like, you
feel
know,
like-
Luca's mad
yeah.
annoying.
It's just
sometimes,
it's
you
a
know?
polite way
Okay.
of saying annoying. You know.
Everybody's
Yeah.
annoying.
And
Once
then
in a
there's
while.
Annoying
also-
is the worst. The worst.
It is.
This though.
But map isn't. Mad
No, but it
I
is if you know what it means.
No, I hate when people tell me to shut up. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Shut up.
No, like I've had girlfriends and shit. Like, and you can you know, you could be like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you, whatever, and they don't even flinch. But then you could be like, yo, you're annoying, and they'll be
You're
like,
right.
Whoa, did you just call me annoying? Like, you know, it's like there's some things that like pierce their soul.
Yo, that's actually really funny you say that because I call my girlfriend a map all the time, and she calls me a map. It's fine.
Yeah.
But the second I call her annoying, that's when it's like serious.
Yeah, it gets real.
Yeah.
It gets real. It's
but,
like fucking.
That's just goes to show that map can also be an endearing term. You know, there's also scungil. Are you familiar with scungil?
That's a fish, right?
Well, but do you ever call like, yo, this kid's such a scungil?
No? I've heard it.
Yeah, that's a term.
Paulie brought back the word chooch.
Chooch.
Yeah.
Chooch they used it in The Sopranos.
Yeah, you're such a chooch.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of thing.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So, but it's
a donkey, like Sabino Curcio.
A chooch.
I haven't heard that in a while.
He brought it back, and now we all say it. It's contagious. Paulie's like the number one fucking like catchphrase starter.
Really?
He's like a walking like sound machine.
Yeah, so you gotta put Paulie onto map.
Bro, if I put him onto map, like the whole Keto Guido
Williamsburg
shit
is gonna be hype,
bro. He started saying Keto Guido, and now like he blew it up.
That's crazy.
He has this like weird like voice that like penetrates. Like
it's also because when he MCs his when he's DJing,
he's like a walking MC. It's like fucking
shout out to all the maps out there.
Cabs are here.
Yeah, cabs are here. All the sayings. Yeah.
Ryan and I actually did a music video for Pauly D.
Really?
A few years ago with Jay Sean.
Oh, you guys did?
What, Jay Sean, right?
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Wait,
no,
you guys
longer than that. 6
filmed
years
it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I know
in
that
LA.
Video. Yeah. Look at
Mad
you.
Mad funny. I remember I took a picture of Ryan in front of Pauly D's laptop.
Yeah, the blinged out one.
Fire. Yeah.
Jay Sean.
That's crazy. Yeah, we haven't really talked about Jersey Shore on this episode yet.
Yeah. Good.
You don't like talking about it?
Well, no, it's not that.
It's just
like
the point.
Everyone's heard about that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
When I listen to podcasts, I want to. You know, I like listen to like different sides of people.
I understand because like I went on Rachel Ray, now everybody's like, oh, how was Rachel Ray? You know, like, oh yeah, you know, like, oh, I was on Rachel Ray. Yeah, you know.
You like talking about Rachel Ray though?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Why'd you just bring it up?
His best thing was the New York Post article about him.
No, Rachel Ray.
So Luca has had.
What'd you do on Rachel Ray?
I talked to her. You know.
Who was just a guest?
She made him some chicken wrapped bacon thing.
But you were hype after that. I remember how hype you were. The second you got off. Oh my God, Luca, you were hype after that.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. I remember the second that you
left.
You were on cloud 9. You're like going through
and
the studio, being like, "I want to do that every day."
Fame. Yeah, that's how I feel every fucking time I do something cool.
We got part 2 coming on, man. She just reached out to us again.
Yeah,
she wants him again.
Yeah.
Well, that's when we're gonna film. I don't know when it's gonna be aired.
I've been on Rachel Ray.
Oh yeah,
a bunch of times. Yeah. She
loves the food community like that, right?
Yeah, well, she's like a chef, and she like did a makeover for my mom once.
Oh wow,
that was a pretty fun episode. Because my mom just wears like the same shit for like 50 years.
Yeah.
She like did her hair over and everything, and then I think then like I did another time. She gave me like she took a liking to me, Rachel Ray, because the cooking aspect and my mom and everything. I actually had a cooking show too. Not a lot of people know about this. It was a traveling food show, kind of what you do. We did only 6 episodes. One of the greatest experiences.
What channel?
Cooking channel.
Okay.
It was. So I did this show called. Basically, I'll be real with you. I did this show called The Great Food Truck Race, where you pick a team and you have your own food truck and you compete against other food trucks.
Wait, wasn't that Zimmerman's thing?
Who's Zimmerman?
Chef Zimmerman.
The bald guy with the glasses.
He's not the host. The guy Tyler Florence is the host.
Oh, I don't know.
It's been like 15 seasons, so maybe that guy was one of the one of the seasons. That's how a lot of food trucks get started on that show. We had never had a food truck before, but they basically told me like, "Yo, this is when Jersey Shore was off the air." They were like, "You know, come on that show. You'll get on our network. You'll kind of introduce yourself to the world, and it'll be fun." So I said, "Fuck it." Me, my mom, my uncle. Our name was Carretto Siciliano, which means like a Sicilian food cart, and. We killed it. It was good. You know, we ended up losing, but I think it was like literally fixed. No, it was fucking rigged. They wanted me till the end for the ratings, but then when they didn't want me to win because then it would like probably look bad. Like, oh, we let the fucking, you know.
Right.
So some underdog won, which I didn't care.
Right.
But after that, we ended up having our show, which was Vinny and Ma Eat America, where me and my mom traveled around the country, went to different cities. And tried, you know, just the cuisine everywhere we went.
Damn.
And we went to like some awesome cities in 6 episodes, and it was one of the coolest things I did. Traveling with my mom was kind of hard, but like, you know, but you know what's crazy too? Like after like Anthony Bourdain died, I feel like not that I didn't take advantage of it, or I didn't realize what I had, or took it for, maybe took it for granted a little bit, because like it's amazing doing what you're doing,
being able to travel, eat.
Well, like just food in general, you know what I'm saying? Just like it's like
people gotta eat, man.
Bro, it tells the story. It's like a history lesson every time you take a bite of food from somewhere. You know what I mean? So it was fucking cool, you know. So yeah, we did that, and then I don't know why they didn't pick it up again. But
so Luca's actually filmed a couple sizzle reels for food-related shows.
Yeah, we gotta send it to Vince so he can check it out.
But since you're our Mr. Reality show, do you have any suggestions for Luca? Like what could you see?
First, let me help myself. No, I definitely listen. You know,
because this whole thing is like the food. You know, he's a young foodie. He's a young food critic.
The truth shall set you free. I think that people, you know, the cream always rises to the top. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, look where you guys are today. Like, you know, just from doing whatever the fuck you've been doing. So if you keep putting out content and you know, you keep doing that shit, like.
That's basically what I tell them all the time. Like, not every video is gonna go viral. You know, you just gotta.
99% of the time, like, I do sizzles all the time. People say no to them. Yeah, I go on auditions.
So you do sizzles and people say no
all the time.
That should be motivating right there.
Yeah,
all the time.
Bro,
never be discouraged.
It's either good or bad. You know, it's like you can't always have something.
Bro, I go on auditions like for like acting roles and shit. Like
they don't give it to you.
Never. I don't think I've ever gotten one, and I still keep going though. You know what I'm saying? Because like really, all you need is one for it to pop. But
I did one, Sabino, what's it called? That one for the commercial.
Yeah, we did like an audition, like where you do like if it's on the phone on the iPhone, they give you a script and you just send it in.
Oh, like a self-tape.
You know what was like funny is that
he was like a little foodie, like watching a romantic movie, and he's like saying like the cheese is like crumbled like his emotions.
It was funny though because I didn't memorize the lines when literally my mom told me like 5 days before. Because then I was like, you know what, guys, it has to come down to just putting the nice paper in the back and then
the teleprompter.
The words.
No, his mom was holding index cards this big.
So he's like, I am loving this spaghetti.
Pretty much.
But I mean, and now we live like what you do today. No one in the past would ever be able to do. You know, with Instagram and social media and stuff. Never.
That's how businesses get.
You have your own network now. You know, what I'm saying? Like
you have the Luca two times brand.
How did you come across Nico's page?
How did I come across it? Dude, I have no idea. I think maybe someone tagged it once. Yeah. Wormhole type shit. Maybe on my Explore page. But I love that fucking I love like the real like, you know, New York vibe and shit. Like it's definitely getting like hidden now, you know, like the city's so expensive and everything, but people don't realize like who the real New Yorkers are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
no, I'm always stoked when like celebrities reach out, you know, because I feel like what I'm doing is kind of underground.
Exactly.
And I don't expect, you know, a lot of the people who follow me to follow me. Right. You know, like John Mayer, fucking Ansel Elgort, like just random.
No, they appreciate
people,
the same thing, you know, because people in that position are used to like everyone's trying to brand themselves. Right. Everyone's trying to be in front of the camera. Everyone, you know, so they see your page and you're not trying to do that. You're literally trying to capture art. Right. You know what I'm saying? And people like that, especially in that position, I'm like, they have to be careful. Like they can't show themselves too much because then it starts to like not be what people signed up for. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, you know, people probably didn't know who Fat Jew was until fucking who's someone behind me?
Charlie.
What's he doing?
Yeah, actually, funny story about the Fat Jew. My senior year of high school, I interned for this clothing company called Peg Leg, which was actually right around here. And we shared an office with the Fat Jew, who was a part of a rap group called Team Facelift. Okay. Did you know that Fat Jew was a rapper?
No.
He was a sick rapper. This group was like one of my favorite groups at the time. It was
like comedy rap?
It was like kind of comedy
like
rap.
Lonely Island
like,
type shit?
Not like Lonely Island. It was like really dirty shit. Just like he had a line where he's like, I'm rubbing shards of glass in my dick hole. I've been doing shit like this since I was 6 years old.
Oh, wow,
shit like that.
Yeah.
Bars. But it was fire. And then they just, Fat Jew got
shit.
huge, and the other two guys, I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, yeah. How long have we been going for, Ryan?
Probably like 2 hours.
Nah.
Under an hour. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
I had it rolling earlier.
Yeah. But yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on.
Nah, my pleasure, man.
I'm glad you got to meet the squad.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys were accepting of me because
course,
We're glad you're accepting of us.
Nah. But like again, what you asked about your page and shit. Like I'm from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like other people on my show, they're not really from New York. You know, so like I see that shit and like I appreciate it. Like
Totally.
I actually fucking. Are we done?
No.
I went to Miami a couple weeks ago for like Art Basel.
I was out there too.
Yeah.
It was dope.
And I was like at the one hotel and I'm like hanging out with all these rich kids and I'm like fucking everyone's in linen and it's just like beautiful and this and that. And like everyone's there's like a competition of who can spend the most money and blah blah blah.
Miami's like that though. It's very expensive with that.
Everything's expensive. It's like, you know, you're in a club and like, you know, it's like a
$40,000 table
competition status and here and this and that. I'm like, yo, I can't fucking. As soon as I got back, I had something to do in the city, and I went on the subway just around like creatures and people going to work and no one giving a fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I miss this so much, you know. And I'm like, there's millionaires on this subway right now. There's bums. Yeah. There's fucking everything that you can imagine, and everyone is in the same zone. No one gives a fuck about anything. And I'm like, oh, I needed this. You
That's
know?
why the subway is the best place to like get that, you know, like right when you come back from a trip,
you
feel like you kind of lost touch with New York.
Yeah.
You go
Shout
in the
out
subway.
to Subway Creatures.
Shout out to Subway Creatures.
I love that page.
Oh yeah, I followed that page. I think
that's my boy Rick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
awesome.
That page is
you get on it could be any subway car, and you're on there with like people with the same mission.
Yeah,
you know,
don't
get
give
from
a
point
fuck.
A to point B, but all from different walks of life.
When you're in a club or when you're in those type of like statusy places, everyone's looking around at each other. Who's doing better? You know what I'm saying?
I hate that, man.
When you're on the train, bro, no one's fucking looking at shit.
True.
You know, everyone's equal when you're on the fucking train.
Everybody paid.
You're all stuck in this tube.
Yeah, Charlie, maybe you should take the train once in a while. Charlie hasn't taken the train in 35 years.
More than that.
That's why you're out of touch.
I'm not out of touch.
You're out of touch.
Yeah.
I have my automobile. Takes me where I want to go.
Yeah, but
When was the
traffic.
last time you heard automobile?
What do you want me to call it? A car? An SUV? What could I tell you?
I want to take the train with you one of these days.
You don't want to
I
take
feel like
Chris,
it's going to be...
You'll be
He's gonna
locked
hate
up.
I'll be locked up?
up.
Why? You'll whip your dick out on the train?
If somebody says something stupid, I want to go right back at them.
But no one really does that.
They say something.
No,
you got
no
the
one's-
morons
Back
on.
35
You got
years
a
ago,
lot-
they did.
You still have a lot of morons on the train.
So I'm
That's
actually...
true.
Do you saw the brochure that I'm doing with Naomi?
I was gonna bring that up.
So I'm making a brochure on like the top 15 subway do's and don'ts, and I'm gonna print thousands of them and just leave them all over the subway.
Dope.
And my girlfriend's illustrating them.
Yeah, she's
So
awesome.
it's like she actually did the panini shop menu. It's fire. But
My
anyway,
logo
shout
too.
out Naomi. But yeah, the top like 10, 15 do's and don'ts. So like, you know, wait for people to get off the train before you
Yeah.
enter.
You
Don't
know-
wear your backpack. Like you know.
You gotta bring back that making like pregnant women and elders.
Yeah, of
sit,
course, of
like
course.
giving up your seat.
All girls, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's-
I always sit for
it's
a fucking.
Totally, and
stand
it
for
seems total common sense to us, but you'd be so shocked at how many people don't abide by these rules.
Yeah.
There's just
What's
so many
crazy
people
though
with
about
bad
this fucking
manners.
subway is that like, I don't want to bring this conversation there, but like it's scary how fucking anyone can like bring anything in there. There's like not
True.
really a lot of security.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
back to what
Suicide-
Charlie was saying.
Suicide bomber any
Bro,
day or something.
yo,
man.
not even. I take sometimes I take Amtrak trains and like there's no security
Right.
on them. It's like
Right.
this country has like one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
What Amtrak is like? What to go from state to state or something?
Like yeah, you can go to like Boston,
Oh, okay.
DC, like you know whatever.
Damn, that's sick.
Bro, I can literally bring in like two
Yeah.
fucking suitcases full of bombs,
Yeah.
and like you know it's like, hello, like you know what I mean. So they have like dogs once in a while, but
Yeah.
that's not really.
Hopefully,
enough.
no terrorist are listening to this podcast.
Yeah,
I
don't
wanna
give
get
them
'em
any fucking ideas.
Give them
Sorry.
any ideas.
I heard you have a huge terrorist following.
Jesus.
All right, let's end it on something better than that. Non-terrorist.
No, but seriously, thank you guys for coming out. This is good. I think this is going to be a
Yeah,
good
I'll
kickoff
come-
episode to
Yeah,
see.
I
how
just
it
wanna
I'll
goes.
come
say-
back. You know, I live here. So,
Yeah, hell
you know.
yeah, man. You
I
got
just want
it.
to say I appreciate Vin coming.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
He's definitely like
First, also, dude, I don't fucking like. I'm not even doing like the cool celebrity thing. Like, I don't go on a lot of people's podcasts and shows and shit because I only at this point try to do what I'm interested in.
Yeah, of course.
Because like you said before, then I would just be talking about Jersey Shore the whole time.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry to any Jersey Shore fans who are listening to this who didn't get
this
any
is not leak. We're not leaking next season.
They like this shit better, I'm telling you, because
For real?
everyone. It's just human nature. You want you know. That's why people listen to podcasts. If they wanted to listen to that shit, they would watch me on like some like entertainment show or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where like, oh, tonight I fucking smack Angelina. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't smack Angelina.
Right.
I wanted to.
But you should also come to the panini shop at some point.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Seriously, in the summer we have Legend
lit.
barbecues
Yeah.
because they also own the liquor store next door. And in the back there's like a nice outdoor area where we grill.
just chill.
We have Legends.
No, you guys' life like actually like seems like it's admirable. I don't know if it's just for show, but like just on the gram.
You gotta ask people that really know
people
us.
still hang out.
Yeah,
people
man.
still.
Yeah, we do hang out.
Dude, we hang out way too much.
I know people still do that.
I use the
people
panini
say I
shop.
don't work, right, Charlie? What do I do for a living?
Nothing. Always on the phone. The phone.
Yeah.
What's that? You don't work. You don't even make a sandwich. You might make 2 sandwiches.
Yeah, he's the one. He goes on his iPad and checks his Grubhub to see the new orders.
Constantly
He's the
on
boss.
Constantly on
lit.
Yelp.
He's the
Looking
boss.
My
looking at
dad's
the
on
reviews.
Yelp, not me.
All right, well, that concludes. Ryan, are we gonna call this episode 10 or episode 1 of season 2?
Whatever you like.
Oof.
It's lit.
I think you should just keep going to numbers.
Yeah, let's just keep going to numbers.
Yeah,
It's
Joe
season 2, but it's
Rogan
episode
style.
10.
This is
Exactly.
R41.
So this is episode 10 of New York's Got Talent. We got my buddies from Growing Up Italian in the building, Rocco and Sabino. We have
appreciate
Charlie.
the opportunity,
Of course, man.
It was
Of course. CharlieDaWolf on the 1s and 2s. We got LucaTwoTimes. What's up, Luca? Were you happy with this podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And we got Vinny
Guadagnino.
Guadagnino
That's right.
and Ryan producing. Thank you, Ryan. Go ahead and take us out.
All right. Wait.
Buonanotte.
Look, 2 times out.
Oh shit. Do you have a sign off, Vinny?
Nah. See you later.
See you later.